Arms in a man, I sing, who driven by fate across the world's face to the banks of the Tor sanctuary, racked with hardships and saddled by woes. When young dawn with her rose-red fingers shone once more, the Tor squad was once again at work. There was Tor Speed, swiftest of runners. Ere the sun-stricken plains rose under the opening eyelids of the morn, he was off. There was Tor Struggle, loyal stone scourer, and Torsion, stone crusher by his side. Wily Tor Stealth, man of many guiles, and at their front, Tor squad leader. They had settled along the banks of the river at TORUSALEM. From here they would embark upon their humble crusade up the river. Expelled and exiled, they cast their eyes in rapture. So loyal were Tor squad leader's men that they gave of themselves their entire memory, will, and understanding toward his cause. For this, the Tor squad labored day after day, establishing that city. So justified was the Tor squad in their cause. Thus did they begin to build up their livelihood on the shore. First it came with the refining of raw materials. Sure, it was not without conflict, not without blood spill, but together they endeavored to beat back raiders, wolves knocking at the door. And so they fought on those shores for that land which was rightfully theirs. First, it started with a few small shacks. As they built up on the banks, they knew war, for as they were destined to become a warlike people, so they treaded. Usually, they were victorious. That's not to say that there weren't losses, though. So much blood shed on those shores by Tor squad leader and his men. So much pain was in the founding of TORUSALEM. We saved ourselves from lives in captivity and avoided that fate that befalls wicked highwaymen. Though there was pain, in time, we too would learn. Eventually, we were visited by heathens. They tainted the river with their stench. And then they swam with Tor squad leader, and then they began their chant. Tor squad leader, in all his guile, spake. Deception would be our art at first. Let us not yearn for fleshy pleasure. There we would disguise ourselves. That is, until we could deal with the banditry. And on this, Tor squad leader set all of his aims, not to be seen at first. It was at this point that we began investing in capital, for now our limbs would be healed. Several times we were soloed by high paladins from the Holy Nation. At least it would make us tougher, but teamwork beats all. And so do walls, since there's nothing quite like getting your entire squad defeated by a single dust bandit, because everyone has one arm and can't attack. How many walls did we create? Well, I got so fed up with the Holy Nation constantly trying to kill us, and slavers then enslaving us, that I decided on walls on all sides. Just everywhere. This was still also not enough, as you can probably imagine, and so we built an even larger wall. This one even longer and yet more annoying than the first. This wall would be extremely frustrating to the Holy Nation. Completely confused were they. Baffling, absolutely baffling. Before long, we had completely walled in our frontiers. This would then lead to the genuinely awkward problem that we actually trapped a Holy Nation guard inside of our base, so we would just use them to train our toughness over time. We completed the wall. They were not dissuaded. Eventually, I used Tor Speed to just run them all out of our base. We completely sealed ourselves in, at which point, fortunately, the bandits who were raiding our camp clashed with the remaining Holy Nation members who were still trapped in our camp. This took a lot of work. After this point, we were all enslaved, but they couldn't leave our camp. So, in our own camp, they couldn't really do anything to us if they were stuck here. Unfortunately, they all managed to escape through a small hole in the gate. However, they never kidnapped us, and our enemies were too maimed to actually enforce their demands. We made the wall even smaller. The hole was too small even for people to get through. Freed ourselves from shackling. I then resuscitated Tor squad leader. He was dying in the water. Fortunately, Tor Science was able to have a recovery coma while not drowning underwater. It was a bit of a shit show here, I won't lie. But no one was actually dying, everyone was just unconscious. Eventually, the Holy Nation just began to swim away, and everyone else just traveled down the river because this place was getting really odd. To defend ourselves, we built one last wall. Tor squad leader was a wreck. It was for this that he gave his whole will. And so there on the shore, the radiant beams of Apollo blessed and gave shelter to the Tor squad, for here they would know prosperity and growth. A new life. They were descended of the Primarch. Now at that time, the shadow known as Tor Stealth took himself to Tor squad leader and spake thus: "Would that we had more materials, my lord." And it was decided that Tor Stealth would take himself unto a mission. And so they built up that land, befriending the local wildlife, fighting people, until one day fortune struck, and enemies and friends were all gathered on both sides of our gates, awkwardly. The trade caravan wanted out, the holy nation wanted in, and the dust bandits wanted blood. Fortunately, we ran away at that time and abandoned the entire conflict. So fleeing to the other side of the river, we managed to save most of the fighting. I really do love just gaming all of the enemies against each other in this game. It's probably my favorite thing to do. Let's just leave, close the door. Yeah. Okay, this is a fight I think we can win. Just us against one holy servant. Yeah, that's it. Ah, perfection. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, especially when my friend has a lot of stuff. This was a good day. This was a very good day. Okay, we'll just hide over here. Wow, that's incredible. The caravan has beaten the dust bandit. Tor Stealth has a few extra arms. We're gonna need to make good use of these. Right, that's great. These caravans really saved us here. This would have been a horrible fight. We definitely would have died through that. Again, we were actually exiled from our homeland, and we had to carry our fallen brethren upon our backs. I got into this weird loop where the black ninja Genin just kept going and coming from my base. We were now actually managing to beat groups of hungry bandits, so this was a very good sign, but not by much. It's slow going in this way. Tor squad leader held his men in his arms as he fought off the savages. At that point in time, we became so weak that we had to enter a training montage. Tor squad leader acquired the deadly moon cleaver, Tor science a combat cleaver, Tor sword a nodachi. Everyone became physically fit. It only took about a month of training, but it was worth it. Now we could strive and contend with the strongest. And so we rebuilt our walls. We rested one by one. We filled the hearth with food. How long did all of this take? You don't want to know. But with all of that done, we were free to train strength and do other things to make ourselves more well defended. I also did tricks like load Tor's speed up with iron so that he would gain strength all the time that he was hauling materials. Not only would he be speed, but he would also be Tor strong. Doing anything other than carrying around a backpack full of iron was seen as an abomination. In the meantime, it was time to begin taking out some of my enemies, and so Tor Stealth was sent out to the Holy Mines to perform some reconnaissance. By that, of course, I mean he was good enough at assassination that he could now just afford to take everything from the Holy Nation. Thus, by freeing the Holy Nation's slaves, unlocking their shackles, and then gaining these people as allies, and then knocking out those guards when they were busy with them, this would be a reliable way to sap the Holy Nation of its military power. There were certainly wars at our base, but, well, war makes for opportunity. Over time, our badness was becoming less noticeable, and anyone who entered our base was just completely baffled as to how to get out of it because it was on a road. No, you will not report to Inquisitor setup, so we would just trap anyone who didn't like us in our base, and they would never be able to tell anyone about us. Generally, they'd give us a pretty hard time because we just weren't very good at fighting, but this eventually led to gains. Maybe it took all 14 of us to fight one Holy Nation High Paladin, but still, it was enough that we were somehow actually contending with them all. We also had infinite healing from our beds being right there. There's nothing quite like getting the Holy Nation and a caravan trapped in your base and somehow not getting involved in the fight because you live on the other side of a river and you mine for rocks about a mile above it all. This strategy is overpowered. You can heal almost immediately in bed. Let me tell you, I'd had it with those people. I have an idea. We just wait on this side of the river. Look at how fast that guy is swimming. Oh my god. Fortunately, we're completely safe over here because they are afraid of water. Okay, good. He's getting kind of ballsy right here. Good. That's what I wanted. I want this fight. I want this fight. There he goes. Right down. Didn't even try. All right, one of them found his way out. Oh my god. This guy is just so glad to be out of that base. Unbeknownst to many new players, constantly getting beat up is actually a legitimate strategy of grinding in Kenshi. And so the Tor Squad worked day by day, constructing those walls and securing that land for themselves, for they knew, rightfully, it was theirs. We went to the ends of the earth to find that ancient research, and we built an extremely inconvenient wall for anyone to get into. A completely awesome wall. This wall is amazing because even if they get through, then they're trapped in a river right here. Now we can research mounted crossbows, and suddenly we now control the ins and outs. Yep, just go away. Now this place is kind of like a Venus flytrap, but for raiders. This is how we gain those levels. What can I say? Mounted crossbows at the gates. This place was looking rather defensible. Well, in just this short span of time, we've managed to befuddle everyone, defend ourselves handsomely, and construct an absolutely baffling defense. I'd say it's time to get ready to go out now. We're now well enough defended from the world, and well, our crusade must continue. Let me begin this by showing you how good Tor Stealth has gotten at KOs. There's a thunk, and that means he can just loot anyone for anything now. Either that, or we could use it to weaken our enemies before we fight them by taking off all of their armor and clothing. That's a 90% stealth KO. Let's do that too. Yeah. Thunk. And we'll take all of that. And now we'll just take out the rest of them all in front of each other. This is total nothing suspicious to see here. Move along, gentlemen. Yep, even a better chance now of stealth getting you because I'm gaining levels by the second. Oh, now we have the alarm raised. Okay. Alright. I've already taken out 3 guys. And that puts Tor's stealth at 48 assassination now. Now we'll use this to just stealth KO a few holy sentinels. Whoops, gotta run. Let's try that again. This one's alone. Yeah, you're mine, man, you're mine. There appears to be a hungry bandit revolt in here. Let's use this opportunity to KO all of the paladins. No one will notice me. Or this guy. Yeah, there we go. Got one, finally. Right, I'll just be taking all of your things and running away. This is how we'll slowly bring down this camp. Right, this guy's 58% chance. That seems pretty decent. All right, got another one. Let's just take away all of his stuff as well. Put everything of yours on the ground. Sure, we could keep using these bandits as a distraction. After all, that's what they do best. And we just knock you out. Put all of this other armor on the ground and all of your things on the ground. Good. Stealth KO this one too. Okay, now we got caught. And now we have to run again. 82%, that seems pretty good. Let's just knock this guy out. Yup, there he goes. Wow, assassination is really overpowered. That's incredible. You could just one-hit everybody. Absolutely amazing. Let's see if we can get the High Overseer. Where is the High Overseer? Great, now we've managed to get all of the Holy Nation people out of their armor. This guy isn't particularly threatening here on this turret because he's just not wearing any clothes. Let's free all of the slaves there. Good, good. Let's free the other ones and just start causing mayhem. Good. Fight for me now instead. Yep, that's your... Good, good. Get out. And good, all of them are freed. Stealth KO'd the last of them. God, Tor Stealth is kind of badass. Like, setting all of these people free and basically just causing this camp to go into a riot. I mean, I didn't start it, but I did exacerbate the whole thing. Alright, there's the High Overseer. Let's see if we could Stealth KO him. And he's... Oh, we got him! Yeah, you're a bad man. Alright, grab him. Goodbye. Right, you're coming back with me to my camp. Gonna love it there. Alright, Tor Stealth, I have a plan for this High Overseer, but you're just gonna have to hang on to him for now. There it is. Tech Bench level 3, that's what I needed. Now I can have imprisonment. This is what my entire campaign is gonna run on. Go on, Tor Science, do that research. Do that research, Tor Science. So far, Tor Squad Leader has failed at farming every single piece of cotton. What a waste of a man. He's farming level 8. Alright, well, you'll get better at it. Maybe. There it is. Imprisonment. Alright, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Good. Let's bring up that cage. Great, now we can follow the Geneva Convention. So I, turned the cage the wrong way by accident. Alright. Alright, this will begin the POW surge. Still, after all of that getting into good shape, there was still one thing the Tor Squad had left to do. The gates to the city were opened. The beginning of our holy crusade. First it was dust bandits. We would be victorious. Well, it's time to go over to the Holy Mines. I think we can actually solo them now. Hello, Black Dragon Genin. Why don't you... You know what, just have a good time in our camp. We really can't fight that many of you yet, and I don't know why the game sends me that many of you at this point. It's just infeasible. I dare you to call me an agent of darkness one more time when there's 20 of us and you Also don't have a shirt. All right, let's head inside. I think we've decided this one pretty well. All right, here goes the mining camp. That should be the end of them. Yep, we've got the lower floor and the upper floor. Everybody's escaped. There's not even any mining going on anymore at the camp. This gentleman is just like stuck in the wall, I'm pretty sure. And there it is. We've taken out the mining camp. That was our first target from the Holy Nation. Yep, they were hostile towards me before, I'm pretty sure. There we go. We're doing well against these sentinels. Jesus. Took us a while, but we're now actually decent in combat. We're winning fights. Great job, Tor Squad. Always wanted to say that. This guy just seems to be stuck up here, so we'll just have to leave him. Good, we can hit him from here. Yes, hit him. There we go. We somehow clipped onto the wall, and now we're fighting him. Oh, okay, we have to just go over here. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, great. We've coaxed him back into the third dimension. Oh, amazing. That's never happened with an enemy before that I've unglitched them. Wow, that is really cool. Like, he's going back out of the third dimension again. This man does not obey the law of physics. There we go. Our people are back into the third dimension again. And so the Tor Squad conquered the Holy Nation mining facility. Their first act on a series for the sake of justice. We left the mining facility, but back at the village, the Black Ninja Genin are still outside. You know, why don't you just go in? We'll come back later. We don't really have anything good. I think we get about 10 of these for every guy that we have. I don't know why they always send so many, but they really just go in and out of the same room forever, so... But I'm told that there is one exploit we can rely upon here. That would just be our 100% stealth KO, that we could just do this for all of them. Yep, there goes one. I'm sure that will work with all of them, actually. Okay, now we're just gonna have to take them on one by one, because apparently that's how this game works. Good, yep, that was also a 100% chance. Yep, what about this guy? Yep, that's another one. Alright, I'll just be in this room knocking people out as you come in. Please close the door behind you. I've already stealth KO'd like 10 guys right here. These are probably the most ignorant ninja I've ever seen. I can't believe I didn't know about this before. I think we made assassination level 70. I should be able to get any item I want in the game now with that. TORUSALEM has been sacked, but I mean, we're way stronger now, so we'll be able to actually fight them the next time that this happens. Or at least get to the assassination level 100. Let's just speed through it. God, that is just amazing to watch. Look at it. So much pain was there in the founding of TORUSALEM. I hope you enjoyed. As always, more Tor Squad to come soon. My name's Ambiguous Amphibian. Major thanks to my patrons. You are the Black Dragon Genin that I continuously knock out. And I can't thank you enough. More Tor Squad to come soon. Goodbye now.